You ready?
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
All right. Hey,
Sorry,
everybody.
guys.
Welcome back for another episode of the Limitless Podcast.
I'm not cutting that out.
I know. So, hey, today we're going to talk about, Father's Day. Well, before we really get started, just want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Those that are, whether they're biological fathers or those that are stepping in and being fathers to kids whose dads aren't in the picture.
Yep.
So,
sperm donors. Sorry.
pretty much. No, that's what my wife calls it.
Yeah.
So, man. So, what does Father's Day mean to you? First of all, how was your Father's Day and happy Father's Day?
Father's Day was pretty. My father's. I mean, as I'm pretty sure for most fathers, my Father's Day was pretty chill.
Yeah.
Ate, cooked, got a happy Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Got the simple gifts that I'm going to use. But other than that, overall, it's pretty chill Father's Day.
Yeah.
Well, spend time. We all spent time together. Watching it. I think Father's Day is more so a day that you sit back and after you get done with your fatherly duties.
Yeah.
You still have those. You sit back and you enjoy the view of your family and.
Yes.
Your immediate family, like your children, your spouse,
Mm-hmm.
but also seeing your parents happy to see, you being a new father, being a father, you taking on that now fatherly role that you've watched for years. But other than that, it was. I think for most fathers, there's not a lot that we essentially ask for Father's Day because it's like family's good, finances good, everybody's healthy. I got a few things that I want. I got a few things that I need. I'm still able to take care of my family, be the protector, the provider, and all of that. So it's like I'm good. Anything that you essentially want, you have already put in your head, like you gonna get it for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get it. Like I'm not even gonna worry about essentially asking for it. So, but other than that, that's how mine went. How was yours?
Man, we spent it pretty
much of the same.
Much of the same. Man, I would have to say it was a blessing. It felt good, man. Just to see, it was. My Father's Day weekend was a little bit different. Mm-hmm. So we ended up watching one of my college teammates. He got caught up with work, so his son stayed with us.
So it was like a Father's Day family plus one.
Yeah, plus one. And so, man, it made me think I just remember when we were back in college, I never thought that I would be to the point where our kids are playing together, where I'm watching his kid. You know what I'm saying? God. Because I just remember we were just young, dumb, and reckless in college. And so...
I'm not gonna say that's what college is for, but after you get done with your work, just don't go to jail.
It was,
or at least get out before class the next day.
It was a blessing, man, just to see where God started me at to where He's brought me. Because I said this probably in our very first episode.
It's a long road.
It's a long road, man, and I yearned for this. Or desired this so much, and to finally have it come to fruition, it's a blessing. Even though my son, even though my son is my son, it's just nothing beats that smile.
Oh no,
when he comes up,
it's the happiness,
bro.
It's the sheer happiness,
man. And I got everything I wanted for Father's Day. I'm not a big give me gifts person. My whole thing is
dads aren't. It's I'm good,
bro. Legit, all I wanted was to go to church. Yeah. We went to church, have peace,
yes,
and then
always.
I wanted to watch Black Clover.
Still gotta
and
watch
Demon
that.
Slayer.
Demon Slayer done.
That's all. That's all I wanted to do.
I gotta
for
watch the
Father's
Black
Day.
Clover movie. So.
And I got that.
So let's dissect Father's Day, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As we say, most fathers don't really ask for much.
No.
Do you think, and I'm being, okay, of course I'm going to take a jab here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that for Father's Day, fathers should ask for more? And father, not sperm donor, not part-time parent, part-time dad, even if you are in the house, because there are some dads that, they're in the house, but they still part-time.
Yeah.
Full-time. Dads, do you think they should ask for more?
No. And I truly believe that, because our jobs as fathers, as heads of our household, as husband, as men, is to be their protector. Like, okay. I don't think that I should be getting rewarded for a job that I should already be doing.
I completely agree with that. Like, and go ahead. No.
It doesn't make sense to me that, oh, great job doing what you're supposed to do. Here, take all this.
Yeah.
All I ever want is just peace, or just an acknowledgement.
Yes.
That, like, thank you for doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And that's what my wife does for me.
Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who, the protector, provider, and all of that.
Exactly.
And the reason why I asked that is, it sounds like an asshole, but the reason why I asked that is I had an argument with somebody. Mm-hmm. I had an argument with another dad. Not like a heated argument, but a nice exchange. Yeah. And he brought up how, actually he's a couple years older than me. He brought up about the comparison between, and I almost choked him when he said it, because I knew where he was
Mothers and fathers?
Yes. He brought up a comparison between Mother's Day and Father's Day. I said, stop right there. What we not about to do, we're not about to go into comparison with Father's Day and Mother's Day.
No.
Absolutely not. Yes, mothers are held in higher regard.
As they should be.
To a certain, yes, as they should be. Why would you want to be held into that same upper echelon status? Why? Like, what in you irks? What in you yearns for that? And like, I don't.
Why would you want to be, and why should you be?
Yeah, like why do you yearn? Like, why do you yearn for that? I'm fully on board when they talking about, when they say, black fathers should be, they should not idolize, but to a certain degree, black fathers should be idolized, but they should get more than. And not like materialistic, but more appreciation. That's the word I'm looking for. In the sense of, like you said, the acknowledgement piece. Mm-hmm. You acknowledge whether you are boyfriend, fiance, husband, father. Most men only care for just the acknowledgement piece, and not the publicized acknowledgement, just the simple walk by, hug, thank you for X, Y, and Z. That's it. That's all we really look for. That's all we really want.
That'll make my day.
That makes 90% of men's, fathers, boyfriends, husbands' days. Yeah. It's just that simple acknowledgement piece. His argument was, well, I feel like I do just as much as, my mom. Yes and no. Yes, because you do provide. Mm-hmm. You do take care of the kids when she's gone. Yes, you do, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But your natural, innate
is to provide.
It's to do that.
Yeah.
It's to handle those things.
Yeah.
Because that's you took on that wife.
Yes.
Right. I'm not understanding. And it very well could be somebody out there that can better explain this than me, but I'm just not understanding why would you seek that? Like when your child cries, when your son gets upset, my son, same thing. They go to mom.
Oh, first person.
First person.
Off rip.
Second person, third person, fourth, fifth, so forth and so on.
I'm on the
just got a whipping by mom. Still going to mama.
Bro.
She just tore yo out the frame.
Bro.
Still going to mama.
This happened before.
We did it.
This happened before I left my house. I cannot make this up. My son did something. He messed with an appliance. He unplugged it. My wife popped him. He ran to me. And then
like ready
boom,
register.
went right back. I'm like, dude.
She's the one that did it. I'm trying to console you. But that's my point. That's my point.
Bro.
I don't come to dad. My son don't come to me until he's scared.
That's it.
I need you to protect me, bruh. That's what I need you to do right now. I don't need you to console me. I don't need you to hug me. I need you to go see what's in the room over there.
Bro, it goes back to what my dad always told me. And I didn't realize it until, of course, I had my own child. But your child is always going to love you. But there is a significantly different relationship that your son or daughter is going to have with your mom versus with you.
And I truly feel like that portion of it, that area where a dad just cannot get in, that is a spiritual area because
I was going to mention that.
Baby grew in there.
And that is why I personally feel that Mother's Day should be held in higher regard than Father's Day. Because
absolutely. I think it's the second most celebrated holiday. Celebrated holiday right after Christmas.
I mean, bro,
Christmas
because
is first and then Mother's Day is
they are the ones that the givers of life. I mean, yeah, we provide the seed, but that baby grows.
Yeah, there's an area. Yeah, and then we'll get
the
back.
womb,
yeah.
and it's just a different symbiotic relationship than what they're gonna have with the father. So, I respectfully disagree with whoever you were having that.
And social, and I say this because, and I say that, and I guess he got that off of social media or whatever, and because that's what social media is starting to push now.
What's that?
I'm not pushing now. Been pushing it. This whole combat between Mother's Day and Father's Day, and I'm like that. There should never be a competition between the two.
Why should there be?
There shouldn't be, but there is.
That's crazy.
Because you watch videos all the time where it's like, well, mom got that for Mother's Day and dad got this. Well, I want. So who cares? Like, truly,
it just
what father? And I know we have a certain level of I'm not gonna say we lack emotions, but to a certain degree we're not tied up in emotions like a lady is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to most dads. It don't matter what you do for me on Father's Day.
But
let me go fishing. I'm good.
Let me sit down.
I'm good. Last year Father's Day, my wife asked me, "What are you on Father's Day?" I said, "Well, I'm probably cook." She's like, "Why are you cooking on Father's Day?" Because this is what I want to do. It's what I want to do for my family.
What do you want for? I don't want anything.
I want nothing. I want to cook,
bro.
I want to go grill. I want to grill. And she looked at me weird, like you don't want to. Like, no. I want to go cook. I want to go and prepare a meal for my family and watch y'all enjoy it, and that's the happiness that I'm going to get because I prepared something with my own hands.
And you know, I was thinking about this when me and Andrew were having a conversation. Like, Andrew loves gifts, right? I'm an avid or a staunch believer in, like, okay, you know, if you give me a gift, thank you, But literally, all I want to see is you and Asher happy.
Is everybody happy? If everybody happy, I'm good.
I'm good.
I have peace out there when I'm on the grill or when I'm fishing.
Good.
Come home, take care of the family, clean up, whatever.
Bro, I'm like that on Christmas. Like this past Christmas, I said I didn't want anything. Like just
naturally your spouse is gonna get you.
She gonna get you something. But I'm like, I don't want that. I don't need that. I mean, thank you. I appreciate it, but
not to knock your gift, but
how are you and Asher happy?
Everybody happy,
and I just feel like weed.
I almost sound like you said weed.
I know, right? It's. There's been a part of me that I really want her to grasp that, to understand. They're not though.
They're not.
And
that's for all wives. There's just that part that they're just not going to grasp because it's not
no matter how many times
it's not made for them to understand it.
Yeah.
That's why we're built different.
We're built different.
As a father, as a provider, if you are checking those boxes, your happiness comes from that.
Yes.
And the back end of it comes from this, I'm going to say it again, the simple acknowledgments that you get from those boxes that you check off on a daily basis.
And it doesn't matter when the acknowledgement happens. I could be laying in bed. We could be laying down and you just say, you know what?
Because on the flip side to that, and I think this is what every dad thinks about in the back of his mind, on the flip side to that, is that if your family fails, guess what?
That's an indictment on you.
I'm looking at the child or children. I'm not looking at the spouse. I'm not looking at your daddy.
What did you do wrong?
I'm not looking at your mama. I'm not looking at your uncles, aunties. First words gonna come out of people's mouths. Why didn't he do more? So on that note,
bruh,
it is a grind to check those boxes every day. Because every morning you wake up, that check mark is gone.
Bruh.
You starting all over again.
As much as I wake up and don't want to go to work, I got to.
I mean, thank God I have a job where I can, work from home sometimes.
Yes, thank God I have a job where it's great. I love my job.
But it still don't negate the fact that sometimes I don't want to deal with people.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with people.
Sometimes I don't want to be. Sometimes in the back of my mind, it's like, you know what? I want to go be a beach bum. Can't do that, bruh. You got a family. Psych, my guy.
Because guess what? These bills don't stop. This mortgage don't stop.
Family fails. It's on you. And people are not going to nobody else, and people are not going to ask questions to nobody else and talk to nobody else but you.
But in the same breath, right? I get a thrill, or I get a thrill out of that. Like
absolutely,
because when I do check those boxes off for the day, it's like,
when I can lay down and they all check, I did that shit. Excuse my language, but I did that.
We are good. My family, we made it another day. We gone.
When this mortgage gets paid,
bruh.
Whew.
It's a peace of mind. I give my thanks to God, and man, I just take being a dad, a husband,
serious.
So serious, man.
You have to,
like you.
And I think,
because dude, like some people,
they all do.
Some people careless with. I'm not gonna say that. Some people are careless with their seed. You know what I'm saying? And they just. Bro,
it always bothered me when speaking on fathers and Father's Day. It always bothered me even when I was younger. I could never understand, and even now more so, I can never understand how you can go make and create a child with a woman and then it's just like, that's your fault.
I'm not saying every situation is like that, but there are.
How does that work? Like what part of you is like, what part of you puts all of that on the mom? Because you have some. I've read articles. I've talked to people. I've talked to women, single mothers. Shout out to single moms.
There is something in you.
I've talked to them who have flat out said, my child's father told me that he wanted to get me pregnant, that he wanted to have a child with me. On several situations, bro, you know to remove yourself or use protection. You know how to prevent children.
Yes.
But you do it, and then when she gets pregnant, ain't my responsibility. Like
you must have slept around because ain't no way. Like I pulled out.
Like you did. No, not that's what I'm saying. Someone in situations like you didn't even remove yourself. Like, excuse my French, but you shot up the club.
Yeah.
And now you want to say that? Now you want to what?
Bruh.
I don't. There has to be something, and I'm gonna calm down. But there has to be something embedded within you, or a lack thereof, for you to just be like, that ain't. I'm not helping you raise that child. You said you wanted to make the child.
Bro, I don't know. Maybe it's a testament to how I was raised or just who I am as a person. But I think if I made my bed, like,
I'm gonna lay in it.
I'm gonna lay in it.
I think it's partly due to how some men are raised, that they just can't walk away from that.
Yeah.
But I also think at some point you can't fault your upbringing. Because you have guys out there who had no parent.
I got trust issues. I mean, and not to say that you don't, but still.
At some point, bro, you can't keep walking on that crutch.
At some point, you have to cast that to the side and be like, look, I have a responsibility.
Okay, so because if that's the case, okay, I was raised by a single mom and I don't know how to be a dad and none of that. Okay, what about John Smith over here, who was raised by no parents, and he's a dad and he's a father? You had one. He had zero.
You don't need to have a dad to know how to love somebody.
No. You don't need to have a dad or a mom to know how to be a dad or a mom. And primarily, since we're talking about Father's Day, I don't need to. I didn't have to have a dad to know how to be a dad.
Yeah. Will the journey be a little bit harder? Will you probably hit some bumps on the road that if you did have a father that you would have been able to?
But in today's world, there's zero excuses for you to know how to be a dad. If you done went and made that child with that woman, you should know how to be a dad.
Bro.
You went and looked up them cheat codes on how to play a game. You went and looked up how to install systems and junk in your vehicle. You went and looked up to learn how to do raps. Go in there and look how to be a dad, because there's plenty of guys on there on YouTube, Google, that talks about books out there how to be a dad,
man. And
it's a lack of effort, and you want to use that as an excuse.
But I'm telling you, man, like that there by itself is the greatest gift. And if you don't see that, there's something wrong with you, man.
A lot of, especially if you, and you know, whether you have a son or a daughter, but I'm gonna say especially if you have a son, because now you have a chance. Not to live through them vicariously, but now you have a chance to give them opportunities that you didn't have.
Exactly.
You have a chance to get as close as you can to the mom zone. I'm trying to get as close as I can to mom zone. I know I ain't gonna never cross over into mom zone, but I'm trying to get as close as I can to mom zone.
Yeah.
To where maybe they'll think twice before they run to mom. They start crying. You know what I mean? Come crying to me, you know, every once in a great while.
Yeah, man.
But I feel like that is, for most fathers, I feel like that is the goal.
Yeah.
You get as close as you can, because you know you ain't gonna never cross over there.
Yeah.
You know you ain't gonna never get in. You know you ain't never.
You're not gonna.
That. You know you ain't getting.
That's not a thin line. That is a very thick line.
But I'm trying to get as close as to their wall as I possibly can.
Bro. So, do you feel that you put pressure on yourself to be a good dad?
Absolutely. No, every dad should.
Yeah. I mean, there were times where I would legit ask Andrew like
not overkill,
but like, every question every
but
move.
you naturally, and I'm gonna let you get back to it. You naturally put pressure on yourself
man,
to be a great dad.
Dude, I mean, when we first had Asher, dude, I'll probably say like a couple months into him being home.
Oh yeah.
I was, because it was new territory for me. I'm like, Andrew, like, am I doing this right? Am I being a good dad?
You don't know.
And you really don't know, until you start to see how he's developing. Grow. And bro, like, now if I could go back and talk to my old self, or at least last year's self, I would have told myself, look, you're going to hit some bumps in the road.
Relax.
But just relax. Keep going down this road. Because
you don't put so much pressure on you. Thank you. You don't put so much pressure on you to the point where you start to crack.
Yeah.
And you start to overthink everything.
Yeah.
But you put enough pressure on you being a dad. You put enough pressure on yourself to make sure that the mistakes you make them full speed.
Yeah.
Don't make a half-ass mistake.
Yeah.
It's just like when we was playing sports. Coach used to tell you, if you're going to make a mistake, make that mistake full speed.
Because you never know what's going to happen.
I can deal with you making a mistake full speed. What I can't deal with is you making a mistake, running up there, stopping, backing up, then you decide to run up there again. Yeah. Then you say, no, bro, go for it.
Yeah.
If you're going to make the mistake, make it full speed.
Yeah.
So with that, you put enough pressure on yourself to make sure, okay, I'm doing everything that I need to do. And I did make some mistakes along the way, but I made those mistakes full speed. I didn't half-ass it. And now look at where I'm at. Because even in that mistake, there's still a lesson to be learned, whether it's you later on watch your child reenact that situation, or you talking to your spouse about that situation, or you talking to yourself, talking to the Holy Spirit about it.
Yeah.
It's still a mistake that is learned from. Because like right now with mine, I have to tell him, if he see me get up in arms, if I make a mistake and he see me get up in arms about it, he's going to do the exact same thing. Bro. But if he sees me make a mistake and he sees me step back at it, look at it, because now he observes me all the time. He sees me make a mistake, he see me step back, look at it, take a breath, calm down, reassess it.
Yeah.
He does the same thing. He just did it today when he was drawing on the whiteboard. Something didn't go the way that he wanted to go, and I turned around and looked there, and I was like, what are you supposed to do? Calm down. And then do what? Think.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Bro, I'm telling they are like freaking sponges, bro.
No, they are. They literally are.
I legitimately have to watch how I not act. Well, act and react.
Yes.
Because, bro, if he sees me acting a certain way, he's going to find it acceptable to act that way.
He's going to do it.
And so it's just like, okay, I really got to watch myself.
You have to. You know? And I think, and in closing, I think that for most dads, I'm not going to say all. Well, take that back. For most dads for all dads / fathers, we're going to always put pressure on ourselves.
Yeah.
We're going to always be thinking about what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. We're going to always make sure everybody's happy. And that then allows us to have an escape if all of those boxes are checked.
Yes.
Because if all of those boxes are checked, now we can relax for those few hours, or for, that overnight.
Until the day starts
over again. But for that small time period,
peace.
I can go be what my son calls a grown kid.
Yeah.
Because dad is now resting.
Yep.
I can go be a grown kid for these next couple hours.
Yeah.
Until I gotta go be dad
Again.
or father again.
It's man, and I just say to all y'all out there, man, just cherish it.
Love it. Enjoy it. There's too many dads out there who have sons, who have daughters, who are so concerned about their personal lives that they don't enjoy those years as the child is growing up, or even as the child gets older. And then once the child gets older, it's, well, I wish. No, get your child want to play, get up. You tired? So what? Get up. Play, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that, I don't know, man, that we can go on and on about this, but I think this is something good for, a new dad, a future dad, a newly current dad, even a seasoned dad.
Yeah.
I think this is something that we can all come to and agree on, that this is just our brain. This is just the way we process information. This is just how we deal with things.
And also those that aspire to be dads.
Yes, absolutely.
Also those that aspire to be dads.
But yeah, on this one, guys, please put some comments. Please, if you have, please put some questions.
We want to know what y'all think,
because we want to know what y'all think. And I think with that, guys, we love y'all again.
Yeah.
We love the people that have us on their regular plan, that have put us in, their playlists, and we on repeat, and all of that. It's beautiful. Yeah. It gives us, it makes us feel good that we're putting out stuff that you guys can enjoy, that you guys can, attest to, that you can,
you're
reach back, that you're entertained by it. And yeah, with that, guys, we out. Deuces.
Deuces, y'all.